The fluorescent lights flickered ominously, casting long shadows that danced across the sterile walls of St. Augustine's Hospital. It was the last night shift for Nurse Clara, a decision made hastily after years of sleepless nights and haunting memories. She had seen too much, felt too deeply, and now, as the clock ticked toward midnight, she was ready to leave it all behind. But the hospital had other plans. As she made her rounds, the air grew thick with an unsettling stillness. The usual sounds of beeping machines and distant chatter were replaced by an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional creak of the old building settling. Clara paused outside room 217, where a patient had been admitted just days before. The door was ajar and a chill ran down her spine as she peered inside. The bed was empty, the sheets pulled tight, but the faint scent of decay lingered in the air. "Where did you go?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. The night wore on, and with each passing hour, Clara felt the weight of unseen eyes upon her. She could have sworn she heard whispers echoing through the halls, soft and pleading, but when she turned to look, there was nothing but the cold, empty corridor. The clock struck 1, and she found herself drawn back to room 217, compelled by a force she couldn't understand. Inside, the room felt different. The air was heavier, charged with an energy that made her skin prickle. Clara stepped closer to the bed, her heart racing. A small, crumpled note lay on the pillow, its edges yellowed with age. She unfolded it, her hands trembling. The words were scrawled in a hurried hand. "They're coming for me? Don't let them take you too." A shiver coursed through her. Who had written this, and what did they mean? The hospital had a history, one that Clara had tried to ignore. Rumors of patients disappearing, of strange occurrences that left staff whispering in the break room. But she had always dismissed them as mere folklore, the product of overactive imaginations. Yet now, standing in that dimly lit room, she felt the weight of those stories pressing down on her. The clock chimed 2, and the lights flickered again, plunging the room into darkness for a heartbeat. When they returned, Clara gasped. The bed was no longer empty. A figure lay there, shrouded in shadows, its face obscured. "Help me," it rasped, the voice barely more than a whisper. Clara stumbled back, her heart pounding in her chest. "Who are you?" she managed to choke out. "I'm the one they took," the figure replied, its voice echoing with a hollow resonance. "You must leave before they come for you too." Panic surged through Clara as she turned to flee, but the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. She was trapped. The figure sat up, its features becoming clearer in the dim light. It was a woman, her eyes wide with terror, skin pale and stretched tight over her bones. "You have to listen," she cried, reaching out with skeletal fingers. "They feed on fear. They'll take you if you don't escape." Clara's mind raced. She had to get out. She had to warn someone. But the whispers grew louder, swirling around her like a tempest. "Stay with us," they beckoned, seductive and sinister. "You belong here." With a surge of adrenaline, Clara lunged for the door, throwing her weight against it. It creaked open, and she stumbled into the hallway, gasping for breath. The lights flickered again, and she could feel the presence behind her, a cold breath on her neck. "Don't look back," the woman's voice echoed in her mind. Clara ran, her footsteps echoing through the empty halls, the whispers now a cacophony of despair. She burst through the exit, the cool night air hitting her like a wave. But as she turned to look back at the hospital, she froze. The building stood silent, but the windows glowed with a sickly light, and for a brief moment she could see the faces of those who had vanished, their mouths moving in silent screams. The last night shift had ended, but the hospital would never truly let her go. As she drove away, the haunting words of the woman echoed in her mind. "They'll come for you too." And deep down, Clara knew that the darkness of St. Augustine's would always linger, waiting for her return.